ads that prompted apologies.
Are you satisfied with your platform's response to foreign interference in the 2016 election? Yes or no?
From Google,
we could have done more.
Twitter,
no, we need to do more.
And Facebook.
Same is true.
While angry lawmakers now see gaps in the nation's laws.
I think it's ridiculous that a foreign entity can buy a political ad with rubles.
It's not clear if the next steps will come from Congress or from the social media companies themselves.
Well, if there's a place that has ever understood change, it's Silicon Valley. It is based on disruption. It's based on people taking risks.
Representing one part of California known for tech innovations, Eshoo has pushed for greater transparency in more traditional political advertising.
When citizens know who has paid for something, it has an effect on their thinking. It doesn't mean that there would still be Americans that would like that divisive ad. You see, but at least they'll know where it comes from. And you can have a much clearer debate about who is saying what and what they're attempting to do.
And that would look something like the Honest Ads Act just introduced in Congress.
Americans deserve to know who's paying for the online ads. And honestly, even if the Russian interference had not occurred, we should still be updating our laws. Our laws should be as sophisticated as those who are trying to manipulate us.
None of the social media heads came out in support of the bill, pushing to self-police their platforms instead. Analysts say even a database of those ads is not a perfect fit.
Creating a database like that is going to be hard and complicated and messy. It's a good idea that is probably going to have a tough execution.
Also, the proposed law addresses only one part of the social media problem.
What's an even greater problem is the fact that the Russians and others are setting up sites to perpetrate disinformation, false news, fake news, what have you. They are not identifying themselves as Russian-sponsored.
And while both sides find a way forward, Eshoo warns the election interference won't stop.
They will continue to do this. I have no question about that. Unless and until we pull up the emergency brake without violating our Constitution, but to be as tough as steel and say, you are not going to do this without consequence.
A tough message now that the stakes for American democracy are clear. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Capitol Hill.